Hello and welcome to the first lecture of Metrology and Quality Control. In this lecture, I will briefly introduce metrology and quality control. Metrology is basically the science of measurement, and whenever you measure something, you are assigning a precise and accurate numerical value to a physical variable. In your day-to-day life, you might be measuring parameters such as length, weight, height, volume, and so on and so forth. Even if you're not measuring, you talk about measurements often. In fact, most of our sentences involve certain parameter or certain measurement. Some examples of measurement in our day-to-day life are groceries. Whenever you go to a grocery store and you buy something, whenever you want to tell shopkeeper that or grocery owner that you want something, generally you specify weight. So most of the items in grocery store uh, have weight as their attribute or parameter. Other example is water, electricity, fuel, which or whose consumption is measured by using a meter. Okay, so in our house we have a meter that reads the consumption of water, and there is a separate meter that measures consumption of electricity. Weather in our mobiles nowadays, we get the data on weather, temperature, humidity, and other parameters. Percentage battery charge in the devices that are powered by a battery. Tire pressure. So whenever we go to inflate the tires of a vehicle, uh, that person who is inflating the tire has a pressure gauge. So that is another measurement that we encounter in our day-to-day life. In our institute's workshop, you must have measured so many parameters using different measuring instruments such as vernier caliper, micrometer, and other. And there are so many examples. In fact, uh, measurement is indispensable, or the human life is not possible without measurement. In every field that exists on Earth, let it be communication, energy, geology, biology, whatever, every field involves measurement of some or the other parameter. Some application areas that involves metrology are mentioned on this slide. For example, aircraft pilots. So during a flight, an aircraft pilot measures following parameters such as altitude of the aircraft, course of the aircraft, course by course means direction, what is the current fuel consumption, and speed of the aircraft. And based upon the data about these parameters, the pilots may set an alert. For example, if the fuel consumption is very high, suddenly it increases, then there might be some fault associated with the storage of the fuel or its consumption. If suddenly the altitude of the aircraft starts dropping, there might be problem with engine. So based upon these measurements, the pilot may set an alarm. Similarly, if you go to a doctor, then the doctor can measure following parameters, or the doctors are equipped for measuring following parameters such as temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, weight, and height. If doctors want other data from your body, such as contents of your blood, the doctors ask you to go through certain tests. But uh, if you go to a doctor, generally these parameters can be measured, or the measuring instruments are there to measure these parameters. Maritime authorities measure buoyancy. In a car, generally on the dashboard, you can measure the values of following parameters such as distance traveled is indicated by odometer, current speed of the car is measured by speedometer, and there is a fuel level indicator, outside temperature in some cars, in some other cars the even tire pressure are instantaneous tire pressures are also displayed. Geologists measure shock waves that arise during the earthquake. Astronomers measure light from distant stars to find out their distance or to find out their composition. And there are so many other applications that involves metrology or measurement of some or the other parameter. And hence science is completely dependent on measurement. Science is not possible without measurement. So these are the definitions. I have just put them for your reference. So what is the purpose of measurement? The purpose of measurement is to establish unit of measurement. So whenever you use a measuring instrument, for example, a simple ruler, a simple scale that you use, you read the distances. But let's say if you read 1 centimeter, then how much distance is 1 centimeter? Who has established that this much distance is 1 centimeter, this much distance is 1 kilometer? There are authorities, there are government authorities that establish these standards of measurement, that how much distance is 1 centimeter, how much weight is 1 kg, how much pressure is one atmospheric pressure. Okay, so these standards are established by certain government agencies. So this is one of the purposes of metrology. Then methods of measurement. So if someone wants to measure uh, temperature, ambient temperature or temperature of human body, then what are the different possible methods available or can be developed for measuring the temperature? And perhaps metrology focuses on what are the most economical methods to measure certain parameters. It might be either pressure, humidity, temperature, volume, density, wind speed, whatever. In industry, you might have seen that uh, there are inspection units or there is an inspection department that inspects the finished product. So as soon as the finished product comes out of the assembly line, there is an inspection unit or inspection department that inspects uh, the finished product. And the purpose of inspection is to ensure that the standards set by the organization are satisfied by the final product. It is required to ensure the assembly at the customer side. So uh, this is a very common example due to globalization these days, that a component is manufactured in one country and then transported to other country for assembly. So that if a particular component is not manufactured up to the desired accuracy of dimension, then it may not be assembled, it may not be possible to assemble it at the customer's end, which may lead to customer dissatisfaction. And hence, inspection is very important. And inspection is one of the purposes of metrology. Then, data interpretation. So, if we measure, let's say, 100 components coming out of a certain machine and we calculate its mean or standard deviation, then how we should interpret those data, how we should interpret the mean calculated or the standard deviation calculated. So we will see that in quality control part. Calibration, how the measuring instruments on the shop floor are performing. That means over a period of time, maybe 6 months or 1 year, industries, organizations want to know whether the measuring instruments are performing correctly or not, whether there is a deviation in the measurement given by a measuring instrument due to some factors such as temperature, dust, and others, humidity. So the industries need to calibrate the measuring instrument periodically, and there are authorities that issue a calibration certificate for the measuring instruments calibrated. Our syllabus is divided into two subjects, metrology and quality control. First three units are dedicated to metrology and last three units are dedicated to quality control. In metrology, we are going to learn about linear measurements, angular measurements, flatness measurement, parallelism measurement, and surface finish measurement. So there should be a comma after parallelism. Then we are going to study different types of gauges. So we will see what a gauge is. You might have even seen a gauge, because if a person has to measure, let's say, length of of a certain product and thousands of components of that product, then it is not possible for a worker to measure the same length for 1,000 components of a product. So instead, he uses gauges. So we will see what gauge is. The limits, fits, and tolerance, and metrology of gears. In the quality control portion, we are going to study different quality tools such as process charts, flow charts, fishbone diagram, and others. Total quality management, statistical quality control. These are the books that we have in our library and what we are going to follow for this subject. First book is about metrology. Second, so for first three units, you can follow first book, and for last three units, you can follow second and third book. Second and third books is dedicated to quality control. For the assessment of this subject, CA1 and CA2, um, several quizzes and assignments will be announced time to time. So keep visiting Google Classroom for this.